Lucas Oil Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right.
Shit. You not going to the game? Gotcha. Hold on. Let me do this. Yes, I am currently broadcasting on my YouTube channel. You know, Joseph, you should subscribe to our YouTube channels. You really should, man. I know. You're a horrible, horrible individual. You should be euthanized. Yes, thank you, Joseph, for your well wishes. Goodbye. Oh, I got your game on my phone, and I'm playing Koozie. And the Stop Lamar Jackson show starts now.
They start the drive with Martin, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Defensive.
Facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win. So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a run with Martin, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll give to Martin here out of the gun. A little juke. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Jackson. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here in this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They run again on first down. Martin. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down. From the gun, a give to Martin. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run with Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Oh, Naheem. Hines to the
touchdown, Indianapolis. Naheem Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Naheem Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Back to throw, Love. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Now Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
To the air again, Locke. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Martin. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a give, right side. It's Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Looking for Campbell down. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing his line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Crowell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. In a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal sheared. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson finding room at the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Goes underneath to Martin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run on 1st down. Martin. There goes Martin, 1st down and more. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Martin. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it again with Martin. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson, and it's complete to Martin. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And off comes to Martin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by Austin Calitro.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on second down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. Martin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Martin. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They run again with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
It's now third down and 4. Box, look out! Blue 90! Let's go!
A shotgun snap for LOC. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11.
Let's go, baby! The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Go. Go.
Play action, it's LOC. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Third and long, it's LOC. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Colts going on 4th. It's LOC. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, LOC. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is LOC. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to LOC. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now LOC. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down.
Bruh, I'm not going to stop Lamar Jackson with 41 seconds.
Here we go on 4th. LOC. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
On 1st down, it's Martin. And he stopped immediately there. Jamal Sheard on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everyone.